Oh my god, it is so hot.
Knowledge is the key to success. With knowledge, you can gain power. With power, you can gain control. With control, you can change a lot of things. So if you want to change a lot of things, you got to get knowledge first. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Level Up Thursdays.
Music. It's an art form, and it uses vocals, instruments, or a combination of both to create harmonies, which are then used to express emotions or cultural heritage. You see, music, if done correctly, can get the body moving in ways that you cannot possibly imagine. Why? Because music can influence the way you think. It can influence the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you act, and all the cultural norms of a society. That's why music is so important. And we have many genres of music right across the world. But today, we're going to be focusing on Jamaican music and how it has impacted the world at large. Stick and stay. Hello everyone, it's your girl Tasha and welcome to another week of Level Up Thursdays, where I bless you with information that has been sitting in the back of my mind for the longest while. But before we jump into the video, if you like my content and you want to encourage me to continue to make content of the same nature, I'm going to invite you right now to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you never miss any more of my future videos. Tell you what, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to do that. Did you do it? Okay, good. Let us jump into the video. Alright, so you cannot say that you want to understand how Jamaican music has impacted the world globally without first understanding how Jamaican music has evolved within the island to date. Here is a little synopsis. Now here's the harsh truth about Jamaican music. Music for us started off in slavery. It was heavily rooted in oppression, colonization, depression, and we used to use it to get past the hard days that we had when our colonizers were on our backs. You see, music did not gain the essence of entertainment for Jamaicans until after emancipation, and it all started off in folk music. It started off in folk music known as mento. Mento music had a peak in popularity in the 1940s and 50s. It typically featured acoustics of guitars, banjo, maracas, drums, and the rumba box. We enjoyed this music for a few years, but our true musical pivot began with ska. Ska came to the forefront in the 1950s, and it combined some fast-paced beats along with some rhythm and blues undertones. It is this genre of music that skyrocketed Jamaican music into the international market. Who knows this song? My boy lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up. The title of that song is My Boy Lollipop. It was done by a then 17-year-old Millie Smalls and produced by Island Records. It is this song that propelled us into the international market, so much so that when it touched England, this genre of music was known as the blue beats. But ska was before independence, and Jamaica was still going through a lot of socio-political issues. And to be very honest, we were still underneath England's thumb. And we just couldn't. Well, many of the persons that were in the inner cities, which is where ska actually developed from, many of the persons that were in the inner cities just could not relate to this fast-paced music anymore. And hence, a new era of music was born.
Better get ready.
forward to 4 years after independence, and a new era of music was born. It is called rocksteady. It was much slower and much more socially conscious. However, we were still going through a lot of issues, political issues in Jamaica. And because of that, this type of music birthed a new era of lifestyle. It was called the bad boy era. And within this era, there was a very heavy liberation movement that was taking place. You see, rocksteady acted as a bridge between ska and reggae.
Love and hate.
1 year later, a rise in Rastafarianism, Afrocentric appreciation, and island struggles gave birth to reggae. Jamaicanism, Western melodies, and African rhythms dominated this genre. Bob Marley, the king of reggae, and the Wailers, Toots and the Maytals, Jimmy Cliff, and Dennis Brown, the prince of reggae, Marcia Griffiths, the queen of reggae, took this genre of music to the entire world.
But the evolution did not stop there. Music in Jamaica evolved from reggae to dub, to DJing, to rapping, to dancehall, which is pretty much where our music is to date.
Now this one dedicated to the girl with the angel face and the devil heart. You know, so ragamuffin tracker, the most new car players come to deal with the case. Step up my...
Dancehall music specifically became a lifestyle that reached its peak in the 80s and 90s. It influenced speech, fashion, dance, and social norms, and in return, it boosted the economical structure of the country. Little money this start make, you see me?
So, that is Jamaican's music evolution throughout the years to what we know it as today. But how exactly did Jamaican music influence the world at large? So remember I told you about the blue beats in England? Well, that is not the only genre of music that Jamaicans actually influenced. We also influenced an evolution in punk. You see, there was a heavy skinhead movement that was going on at the time in England. And, well, let's just say that they didn't know a lot of reggae. However, when they did hear it, they began to realize that the same issues that were being spoken of in our reggae music was certain issues that they too were also experiencing. So, then stepped in the wonderful Bob Marley and DJ Don Letts, and they introduced reggae into punk, and we ended up knowing punk as we know it as today. But that evolution did not stop just at punk. You see, the dub styles that we were using in Jamaica at the time was also introduced into England via these different genres of music: drum and bass, jungle, and tri-hop. Because the same exact techniques that we were using at the time in our dub music in Jamaica then started to be infiltrated into these genres of music, and the same styles then started to be used. Now let's jump into the West. America. Hip-hop. A genre of music that many people know and love, but many people actually did not know that hip-hop was actually created by a Jamaican. His name was DJ Kool Herc. I hope I got that right. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. But yeah, I will just put his name either here or here.
Notorious B.I.G., Busta Rhymes, and Heavy D were American rappers with Jamaican ancestry that further propelled the game of hip-hop into the future.
Now let's jump back into the East. Do I even need to explain to you how Jamaican music has influenced the continent of Africa? I mean, reggae in essence has always paid homage to the motherland. And as I said before, we were going through slavery, which means that a lot of our ancestry is coming out of Africa. They really understood what the Jamaican music was saying because they could highly relate to it. And then when we jump into the other European countries that ended up getting some amount of influence in Europe, you realize that Jamaica has touched base with absolutely every country right across the world. So much so that they even came up with a genre known as reggaeton. There's no denying that for a country that is but a little dot on the international map, Jamaica has created a storm in the musical industry. Jamaicans can add that little notch to their belt, pat themselves on the shoulder to say, listen, we are and have earned the right to be called one of music's creators and revolutionizers. There have been many other key players that helped Jamaica's growth in the music industry that I wasn't even able to name in this video. However, I will put a link in the description area below that will give you a kind of in-depth detail as to everything that I spoke of in this video, because I just couldn't cover everything. It would be a pretty long video. You see, I started this channel as a way of introducing a lot of outside persons to my Jamaican culture, and in exchange I would love to also know about their culture. And the more I read into my history is the more I learn and the more proud I become to call myself a Jamaican. You see, I have said this in the past and I will say it again. I am black, green and gold first. I am black, yes. I am Afro-Caribbean, yes, but I am Jamaican first, and I say that with absolutely no apologies. I am a proud Jamaican, and I accept this country, flaws and all. Okay peeps, so we have come to the end of the video, and if you like it, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't lose the opportunity to watch any of my future videos. Listen, I want to know about your culture, and I also want to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. It was my pleasure talking to you guys today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey royalties, if you like this video and would like to see more, don't forget to smash the like button, comment and subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the Royal Bloodline crew. I post videos Thursdays and Fridays. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Links will be in the description box below. I'll see you guys in the next video.